10 outstanding African entrepreneurs following their dreams, building their communities, shaping the future. It's taken hard work, innovation, and perseverance to get here. Now, they need to go further. Compete, pitch to a panel of global business legends, and claim their share of a $1.5 million prize on Africa's Business Heroes 2020. Welcome to Africa's Business Heroes 2020. I am Anita Erskine, your host for the next few weeks as we uncover leading entrepreneurs from across the continent. Now in its second year, this philanthropic initiative is all about spotlighting homegrown business innovators and supporting their efforts to drive change in their communities and build a more inclusive economy. 22,000 hopefuls entered from every corner of Africa, and after numerous rounds of virtual screenings, we found 10 incredible heroes, each making an impact in their respective countries: Cameroon, La Côte d'Ivoire, Ghana, Kenya, Nigeria, Senegal, Uganda, and Zimbabwe. These trailblazers have worked hard from day one, and now they are up against each other, competing for their share of a $1.5 million prize. Africa's Business Heroes is an initiative of the Jack Ma Foundation. We're in unprecedented times, so we got inventive and found new ways to connect Africa to the world. Our show crosses continents and is packed with enthralling stories and exciting challenges. And in the thick of it, going all out to claim that prize and prove their worth, are our 10 finalists, our heroes. From Nairobi, Kenya, Chebet Lesan, founder of Bright Green Renewable Energy, a company that produces recycled fuel bricks that reduce cooking fuel costs for underserved communities. From Tamale, Ghana, Abdoulaye Dassana, co-founder and COO of Amati, a social enterprise that produces fonio food products to help nourish communities. From Kampala, Uganda, John Nalubega, CEO and founder of Uganix, a social business that makes organic life-saving anti-malaria soap. From Abidjan, La Côte d'Ivoire, Aboubakar Karim, CEO and founder of Investive, a company using drone technology and precision agriculture to support smallholder farmers. From Harare, Zimbabwe, Ethel Mupambwa, co-founder and CEO of Money Mart Finance, a microfinance institution that offers loans to small and medium-sized businesses. From Lagos, Nigeria, Oluwasegun Oni, CEO and founder of Ndaz Global, a company that builds and operates tech-enabled diagnostic centers in clinically underserved communities. From Kampala, Uganda, Dr. Emma Naluyima, CEO and founder of MST Junior School, an institution that uses modern technology in a farm environment to foster practical learning. From Abidjan, La Côte d'Ivoire, Axel Baou, CEO and founder of Le Chocolatier Ivoirienne, a chocolatier company that makes products infused with local flavors, molded to reflect African art. From Dakar, Senegal, Diarra Boussougué, CEO and founder of Diarra Blue, a fashion tech company that merges African artisan traditions with technology. From Yaoundé, Cameroon, Cyril Nkonchu, founder and chairman of Enco Education, the largest single network of private schools in Africa. Each one of our heroes is an established game changer, and over the next 4 weeks, they'll show us who they are.
I think I'm the most impressive contestant.
Why they're excited to get up each morning.
Let's get to work.
And how they're changing lives in Africa. They'll be getting involved in knowledge-sharing sessions, competing in a community-based reality challenge, and pitching to an esteemed panel of top business minds.
It's actually a whole.
We're a company building the future of healthcare in Africa.
In the end, One of our 10 winners will come first. But before we get started, let's see who they have to impress. Our panel of judges.
We have a lot of entrepreneurial energy on the continent, but there isn't as much entrepreneurial knowledge. So investing in building entrepreneurial knowledge so that we can increase the success rates, that for me became a second day job. The character of the entrepreneur, the ability to fight through in the execution process. And you need people to try unconventional ways. Whenever I see a young entrepreneur pursue without giving up, that brings a smile to my face.
I like to talk to entrepreneurs because they're very inspiring. I think leadership is very important as a key identification trace of a good entrepreneur. I hope to see people that are truly passionate about what they do and they have a very clearly defined mission. It would be more worthwhile for an investor to focus more on people. In Africa, there is not a lot of legacy infrastructure. You get to basically start from scratch and chart your own course. In the process, if you can solve problems, then you get to create value. And that's what entrepreneurs do, they create value.
We look for work in businesses that were created by people just like us at some point. We too can build businesses. First and foremost, you've got to have a skill, a different approach, a different mindset. Project the confidence that you can not only convince us, but go on to convince investors and customers. We want to see young Africans beginning to take Africa seriously. Entrepreneurship ultimately leads to prosperity, stability, and freedom.
So in Africa, you see so many great young people. I was fascinated by the people, by the culture, by this continent, especially the young people. I was moved by those young people. There's so much potential inside.
We are in the company of excellence, so stay with us for the incredible journey that lies ahead. Remember to follow the bigger story on our social media channels. When we return, we'll get to know our heroes better, so stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Africa's Business Heroes 2020, the show that discovers and celebrates business brilliance from across the continent. We've all met our heroes and our judges, but the first time they met was virtually.
Great to see you.
This year, we're going to do a virtual contest. So I think everybody has to bring their best face to the contest. We're not going to see a lot of the body language in physical form, but make sure you look good on camera.
I've looked through some of their profiles, but there's nothing like when you actually listen to them and you match their passion with their idea.
This virtuality session, a remote gathering connecting 14 locations in 9 different countries, the heroes chose a significant item, something that reflected their purpose and personality, and explained it to the judges. We started in Abidjan, where Cyril had been living since lockdown.
It's all going to happen online, so it's very difficult the way you relate to people, obviously online. I'm Cyril Nkonchu from Cameroon. My significant item is my Harvard Business School graduation cap, right here. So let me actually wear it, and I'm going to tell you why. Basically, I believe that education is your best investment in life, and it is an asset that nobody can take away from you. I always say that, I think you have 2 types of entrepreneur in Africa. You have entrepreneur by necessity and entrepreneur by choice. I think, I'm privileged to be an entrepreneur by choice. In a nutshell, ENCO Education's objective is to increase the number of young Africans who get to the best universities in Africa and around the world. Essentially, making access to quality primary and secondary education affordable.
We're talking about education of the next generation of Africans.
What makes it possible for me to become an entrepreneur is the fact that I was educated. But a significant portion of kids go to school. But going to school doesn't mean being educated. And I think really that's what we're trying to do at ENCO Education. Last year we've decided, together with the CIFCA Foundation, to offer Chris a merit-based scholarship for the rest of his 7-year tenure at the school. It's good for our schools because what we find is that often the best kids actually come from this channel. My big motivation in this competition is really to get more funding for scholarship. So I think we need to get to a critical mass of African getting to good university, good international institutions, in Africa or elsewhere in the world.
Cyril's vision for education in Africa set the scene. Ethel was next and ready to impress.
Ooh, I'm sure from henceforth I'll be flying much higher. My name is Ethel. My significant item is a mortar and a pestle. And whatever is put inside, it comes out changed. And it speaks to me as a business person to say, I need to be aggressive, I need to be diligent, I need to be patient with whatever I do. I am confident that the economy even of the nation can never be the same. Empower a woman and the nation will stand on its feet. Monument Finance is a microfinance institution which offers credit solutions to the people in Zimbabwe. I'm one woman who has been born an entrepreneur. Selling cakes in hair salons during weekends. I would find something to do to make an extra dollar. The business actually started in my veranda. Every day I would go to the market, walk through the market, talking to women, getting to understand what they desired. So this is how the model then started. And with no time, the word spread like fire. There's a girl, Ethel, who gives small loans to us. That's how then Manimart was born.
And I believe because of that determination and passion for microfinance, I think she has what it takes.
In our society, a girl child was very insignificant. And it was a struggle having even to go to school being a girl child. It was not something that was really encouraged. My father plainly told me in my face, no more school. So after that, I had to run away from home.
So when I heard about it, my husband went home and took her. Then sent her to St. Francis of Assisi where she did her O-levels.
I then went to National University of Science and Technology and did my BCom Finance.
And I hope one day I will see her having a microbank through this Manimart.
I've been one of the few in Zimbabwe young people who have been resilient in this economy. I think I have what it takes to win this competition because I'm a courageous woman. I am a resilient woman. And I am passionate about what I do.
Part of it is we need to get out of the instructed limitation of being a girl and redefine the fact that I'm a human being like my male friends. I can do whatever it is that I desire to do. That's the biggest thing my father taught us.
Abubakar was getting ready to go, and he was feeling confident.
Non, je suis pas stressé, je suis pas nerveux. C'est vraiment une opportunité que je veux saisir, que je veux pouvoir, voilà, je veux pouvoir être à l'aise pour pouvoir échanger et puis apprendre de tout le monde. I'm Abubakar Karim from Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire. I'm the CEO and founder of Investive. So my special item is a piece of clothes. The name of this piece of clothes is Bogolan. So it's this piece is a hat. So it represents the courage and the patience of the hunter. Investive est une entreprise ivoirienne dont la vision est de contribuer à bâtir le futur de l'agriculture africaine en misant sur les moyens de haute précision et la technologie.
I was passionate about agriculture since childhood.
La plupart des pays africains, surtout la Côte d'Ivoire, sont des puissances agricoles. Il y a beaucoup de personnes qui dépendent de ce secteur-là. Vous devez monter le drone et puis tester, quoi. On est pionnier de l'agriculture de précision et de l'utilisation des drones en Afrique de l'Ouest. C'est important pour nous d'être axés sur la technologie parce que ça nous permet tout simplement de gagner du temps. On est capable en fait d'offrir des services à différents moments de la production. On parle par exemple de planification, de cartographie qui permettent déjà de mieux gérer l'espace. Ensuite, on parle de diagnostic phytosanitaire qui permet de faire le suivi une fois que l'exploitation est lancée. Après, on parle de pulvérisation qui permet de traiter. On parle de solutions IT qui permettent de mieux gérer l'exploitation jusqu'à la récolte. Vraiment, comment cela nous rend à part? Parce que tout simplement, on arrive en fait à adapter ces technologies-là à nos réalités. Je dirais que l'entrepreneuriat, vraiment, c'est dur, mais on le fait quand même. Et pourquoi? Parce qu'on a un impact sur nos communautés. On crée de l'emploi, on crée de la valeur.
C'est quelqu'un qui est travailleur, passionné, ambitieux,
qui est audacieux et qui a aussi une particularité qui est le sens du relationnel.
L'idée pour nous, c'est vraiment de pouvoir aussi nous répandre dans la sous-région. Des entrepreneurs forts, c'est une nation forte.
That was a strong showing from Abubakar. And Diara was ready to do the same in San Francisco, her home away from home.
It's nerve-wracking to be like in the same room as these people and be talking to them and asking them questions. And I feel very blessed for the opportunity, but yeah, nervous too. My name is Diara Bousso and I'm from Dakar, Senegal. My special object is my bracelet. And in Senegalese tradition, the bracelet is given to you from your grandparents at birth with your name engraved on it. It's worn for a lifetime and it gets melted and reshaped as you grow. To me, it represents longevity, heritage, and sustainability, values that are pillars for me and my business. I want to change the world one garment at a time. It's important to start with where Diara Blue started. Diara Blue started from hundreds of years of artisanal heritage in my actual family. My grandmother, Sohnambao, was one of the greatest leather craftsmen in her community, and she passed that down to her children. My work with Diara Blue allows me to go back in those communities, in that heritage, and scale it up to the world. My ambition is to empower thousands of artisans and create jobs and opportunities and sustainable livelihoods.
What she is delivering is culture. She's exporting culture, and she's doing it in a modern way.
What we do is use technology, especially mathematics, to really become more efficient in the production of clothing. Math allows me to create 100 times faster at a fraction of the cost. So instead of painting a flower, I graph a flower with equations. I got a full ride to go to Stanford Business School. I declined it because I didn't want to study business. I wanted to be challenged, so I went and studied mathematics education. That's what brought me to Silicon Valley. Within a year, I got accepted into a fashion program at Bloomingdale's, one of the most selective in this area, and I'm part of this incubator that's working to scale fashion businesses.
She is a lifelong student, curious. She's always wanting to learn more.
I don't believe in boundaries or limits. I mean, the blue in Diara Blue symbolizes the ocean, which is infinite. And for me, anything within your mind is within reach.
This life learning approach is fundamental. Always focusing on building up your knowledge and your skills. A skilled person can never go hungry.
Our heroes definitely have skills, and we're taking them to the next level here on Africa's Business Heroes 2020. Stay tuned to our social media channels for more stories, and stay tuned when we come back after this. Welcome back. We're about to return to virtuality and meet two more inspiring entrepreneurs.
But before we do, let's look back at Africa's Business Heroes 2019 and check in with the top 3 finalists.
And the first place.
Temi from Nigeria is our winner. Ladies and gentlemen, our African Business Hero 2019 has been declared.
My name is Temigiwa Tubostu. I'm the founder and CEO of Life Bank. I'm from Lagos, Nigeria.
My name is Omar Sakr. I'm from Cairo, Egypt, and I'm the CEO and founder of Nawa Scientific.
My name is Christelle Kizera. I'm the founder and managing director of Water Access Rwanda. When we learned this competition was happening, the first thing that struck me was it was looking for dreamers who are impacting people's lives in a positive way through their businesses. It was pretty exciting for me because I thought they're looking for me.
It was just amazing to be in front of these judges. Mrs. Ibukun Awoshika, Joe and Strive and Jack himself. It was the first time that I felt like, I was being selected as someone people should look up to.
I really believe that no matter what happens here today, you are going to go places.
I love what I've learned through the journey. I knew by heart that Africa was the land of opportunities, but I didn't know that those opportunities are so ripe for the taking.
For winning this amazing opportunity, we were sort of like this small little company doing our own thing, and that was fine. But after winning, I think everyone started paying more attention to us and wondering, wow, maybe there is something magical going on at Life Bank.
I'm so happy to announce that we just inaugurated our second headquarters in Cairo, which is 7 times bigger than the previous headquarters.
The best way to be an entrepreneur is to do good. Literally, my mission, especially as a social entrepreneur, is to create a business model so tied to impact that the only way to make money is if I'm creating impact. Hey 2020 heroes, you already are heroes. So go earn the title.
The actual prize of this competition is the journey itself. I wish you all the best.
It is your chance to learn from this incredible group of people so that you can build the most amazing business you can. I wish you the best of luck and thank you.
Last year's finalists started this legacy. This year's heroes will continue it. And next in line to tell his story was Oluwashoga, who was taking it all in his stride.
Am I nervous to meet the judges? No, at all. I'm not nervous at all. Hello, everybody. My name is Oluwashoga. I'm the CEO, co-founder of MDAS Global. We're a company building the future of healthcare in Africa. What I've brought today is my headphones. I'm able to go to places I can't really go to right now. And this gives me a place where I can just have some peace. And it's been a pleasure to be here. Looking forward to the rest of the competition. So excited to meet the judges. The problem we're trying to solve is a very, very important problem because in Nigeria, a lot of people don't have access to healthcare services. People don't have access to diagnostics. I built a business called MDAS Global.
I see myself overseeing one of the largest networks of diagnostics in Africa.
I'm married to my beautiful wife, who also is my co-founder. She's been with me through this journey since the beginning.
On our first date, he talked all about the early version of MDAS, about his big vision of building a company that could impact 1 billion lives. He is so thoroughly committed to this problem that we're solving around access to quality health services and diagnostics across Africa.
And so doing this work is very motivating. We see the impact we're able to have in people's lives. I see myself as a very flexible, willing to adapt entrepreneur. And I think that those are the kind of entrepreneurs that we need in Nigeria today, just because Nigeria is such a challenging environment.
Oluwashoga had risen to the challenge, and now Emma was up and raring to go.
I'm not really nervous. I'm just actually excited about this whole thing because it's new. My name is Emma Naluyima. I'm co-founder of MST Junior School, that stands for Math, Science and Technology. My unique item is matoke, banana. Every child in our school from grade 3 is given a banana plant to look after. While they're doing that, they apply and study concepts of mathematics and science. And if every African gets such a unique education like from MST Junior School, Africa will not only be a better place, but it will be the best place to live in. So my name is Emmanuel Imao. I'm a vet by profession. I'm a farmer. I'm a mother and wife, and I'm an educator. I sat down for a year when I gave birth to premature twins, and I needed to look after them. And as I was trying to put food on my table, I became successful. I kind of became an icon in farming, and people came to me for advice. Very nice, you don't need sugar actually. So I found out that there's a need that I needed to work on. That's why we put a school. So MST School is a unique school. We get the theory out of class and make it practical. So learners go to class for content. From class, they go to the laboratory for experiments. And from the laboratory, they go to the farm to implement what they've studied. And from the farm, they go to the bank if they've already sold their produce.
Emma is a very, very, very smart woman because every day she comes up with something new. Everything she wants to think out of the box.
So it teaches them to be responsible, it teaches them to care, it teaches them all these other life skills that academics alone, reading books is not going to tell them.
She has got that perseverance and passion, which leads to long-term goals.
We are packaging our learners to meet the world so that when they get out of the school, they can fend for themselves.
You all have smiles on your faces. That means you have to carry a feeling that the glass is half full, always. It's not only for yourself, but it's also for your teammates. Because someone who cannot motivate other teammates cannot lead.
Empowering words for 10 heroes committed to empowering our continent. We have more stories coming up after the break, so stay with us here on Africa's Business Heroes 2020. We're back with more powerful stories, but before we reconnect with virtuality, let's take a quick look at how we got to this point.
Africa's Business Heroes 2019 was a great success, setting a high bar to inspire even more African entrepreneurs this year. But, as was the case globally, 2020 forced us to adapt dramatically. This year's competition relied on creative solutions and international collaboration. On April the 6th, 2020, the search for our heroes began with a live-streamed virtual launch, followed by a series of interactive, informative webinars designed to enable applicants and support them during challenging times. In less than 3 months, 22,000 diverse business minds from 54 African countries responded. These were reviewed by over 100 round 1 judges, and a top 50 was selected and invited to an interactive session with industry experts to help them prep for round 2, video call interviews with the judges. The resultant top 20 attended a boot camp featuring leading business figures, judges, and celebrities. A pitch workshop followed to prepare the finalists for the semi-final, an opportunity for our top 20 to pitch to a diverse panel of esteemed judges. After much deliberation, 10 extraordinary individuals from 8 countries were selected to compete in this year's finals. Africa's Business Heroes 2020 may have unfolded differently, but the delight of being named a finalist remained the same. at Virtuality, Axel Baou of Le Chocolatier Ivoirien was getting ready to share his dream.
Un peu stressé, mais on a beaucoup d'enthousiasme parce qu'on va rencontrer des personnes dont on rêve de plus au monde en tant qu'entrepreneur. Voilà, on a le stress, on se demande comment est-ce que ça va se passer. Moi aussi avec la traduction français-anglais. I'm Axel Emmanuel. I'm the champion of Ivory Coast chocolate and pastry and vice champion of Africa also chocolate and pastry. But in the past, I was a banker and I leave my job to make chocolates is the thing what I feel passionate about. Le slogan du chocolatier ivoirien, c'est « En marche pour la Coco Revolution ». La Coco Revolution, ça veut dire la révolution du cacao, une révolution au niveau des recettes. Nous faisons des chocolats aux saveurs uniques, mais qui sont adaptés au goût des Africains. Les Ivoiriens aussi qui produisent près de 2 millions de tonnes de cacao dans le pays. Et aujourd'hui, nos tablettes de chocolat sont dans tous les rayons de supermarché.
Axel est enraciné dans sa tradition, enraciné dans ses valeurs de culture, de coopérative. Il est vraiment enraciné dans la terre. Il est un passionné du cacao.
La révolution aussi s'est traduite par la formation de plus de 2000 femmes. Dans certains endroits de la Côte d'Ivoire, les femmes n'ont même pas droit à la terre. Le changement que mon entreprise apporte, c'est de pouvoir sortir des femmes de planteurs de cacao de la pauvreté et de les rendre autonomes.
Son équipe est derrière lui pour l'amour du chocolat.
Il a grandi, on peut dire comme un plant de cacao qui pousse. Les 4 premières années ont été très difficiles et par la suite, il a vraiment porté du fruit.
Le cacao aujourd'hui est appelé à disparaître selon les experts en 2050 si on y prend garde. Parce que le monde rural qui maintient cette économie est délaissé. Donc la durabilité aussi est au cœur de notre activité.
Il veut quelque chose, il veut que nous ayons vraiment une usine, vraiment une grande usine comme les multinationales.
Mes ambitions avec le chocolatier ivoirien, c'est d'avoir la plus grande unité de transformation de cacao de tout le continent.
Axel's love for chocolate was infectious. Next up, Joan was preparing to make her case.
Conference is about to start. I am really excited to meet our judges. My name is Nalubega Joan. So I chose a light bulb. I talked to my friends, to my mentors, to my teammates in the company, and most of them told me that I bring light into their lives when they are facing challenges. I developed a mosquito repellent soap that protects from mosquito bites from 5 to 6 hours. Right now, the problem is still very, very big. For example, malaria is still one of the major global health challenges, killing over 3,000 people every single day. Some of the repellents that are on the market cannot be used on a daily basis because they have high concentration of chemicals that are very dangerous for our health. So I think that is one of the reasons why people locally do not use them. Growing up, I was taken to Zambia Babies Home with my young sister. At the orphanage, I also had some sad moments, missing my family, but also I often suffered a lot from malaria, which led me to miss school a lot, be a victim to bullying and discrimination.
When I first came to Uganda as a volunteer in an orphanage, the Kankobe Children's Home, where Joan grew up from. And there I remember her even often as a young child falling sick, being the only one that was left behind, not going to school because she was sick of malaria.
I had a friend who lost a child that was very, very close to me, and it was to malaria, and because of the pain it brought back, I decided to do something about malaria so that I turn my painful childhood experience into strength to fight or to ride in the world of the disease.
I think the outstanding strength of Joan is her resilience and her passion for what she's doing.
Every time we go to the communities and the smiles that I see personally, it motivates me that yes, I accept that I am not able to save 1 million lives at the same time, but then I can work with my team and we impact one person at a time.
We've got 2 more moving stories coming up, and we're telling even more of them on social media. So visit us there and stay tuned here, because we'll be back after the break. Welcome back to Africa's Business Heroes 2020. The virtuality session has taken us on 8 uplifting journeys. Abdullah was next and feeling the nerves.
I want to create a very good impression, so that's what is making me nervous. So my name is Abdullah Dasana. I'm the co-founder and CEO at Amati Company Limited. So the equipment I hold dear to my heart is actually a hoe. If I am able to change this hoe into a more efficient equipment, they will be able to till more land to feed not only us in Ghana, but the rest of Africa. So Amati is a social enterprise that is into the processing and marketing of fonio.
I knew fonio, but I hadn't realized that it had been taken to the next stage in terms of processing. And I felt that that was a niche created by somebody who I believed had a vision.
The lands that we have are fast degrading. So for us, everything you do, you are supposed to be looking at how sustainable what you are doing is, so that at the end of the day, it is regenerative. So with fonio, it has a positive impact on the land. It doesn't grow with fertilizer, and once you grow it for 2 to 3 crops, it regenerates the soil. Then you can use it to grow fonio and other related crops.
Coming from a less privileged family, and he knew that this project that he's going to do will help the people in the community.
I've come to know Abdullah as somebody very keen and very interested in supporting women and youth in agricultural landscape.
We are giving them access to land. We are giving them alternative incomes.
I've seen the company grow from working with less than 10 women to almost 30 employees, growing from a company that was very basic to actually a full-scale integrated processing plant for fonio.
We will not just be feeding Ghana or Sub-Saharan Africa or just Africa, but the world as a whole.
Abdullah's sincerity and passion had made an impact, and now Chebet was planning to do the same.
Oh, I'm super excited to meet the judges. I'm so grateful, first of all, that they made time for this call. I think there's so much we can learn from them, so I'm really excited for the call and for the discussions that are going to happen. I'm really looking forward to it. My name is Chebet Lesan. I'm the founder of Bright Green. For me, what this cooking pot symbolizes is an important activity of cooking. Bright Green is a company that's revolutionizing how Africa cooks. We are creating a fuel that is made from farm waste, and we're using that to replace charcoal and firewood. So this here is our raw material. This is what we use to make our fuel. So when you think about fuel, usually most of the time there's firewood, there's forests that need to be cut. So we don't do that. The waste that you're seeing here comes from farmers, and it comes from after they have harvested their food harvest. There's these fibers that are left in the field, and they're usually such a nuisance to the farmers. So what we do here in our factory, we then do the rest of the processes, which entails taking this and mixing it with other substances and refining it into the fuel. The reason why we call our fuel life-saving fuel is because with our fuel, mothers no longer have to inhale smoke. They no longer have to suffer from respiratory diseases. You know, even their young ones no longer have to struggle with inhaling that smoke.
So she's about ensuring that there's gender empowerment, that women's lives are transformed, that society in itself is transformed by ensuring that we are protecting the resources that we have.
We cannot talk about solving the sustainable development goals. We cannot talk about moving forward and achieving Vision 2030 if we are not talking about the population of Africa's 1 billion who are still cooking using wood fuel.
She's not just building a business to make money. It's not about money for her. It's about changing lives. It's about ensuring that she has impact in society. And very few people are genuine about that.
I've been so privileged to travel around the world and to see different contexts and how different people live. And one thing has become very clear, that as Africans, if we do not take charge to solving our own challenges here, nobody's going to do it for us.
Part of being an entrepreneur is being able to see the future. In planning, you need to think ahead. I think today in the COVID environment, the entire business landscape has changed. Customer behavior has changed. And that is actually bringing about a complete reset of most businesses in terms of when they think about what the future holds. But the thing that you cannot leave out in your planning is change. There's always going to be some degree of uncertainty in the plan, and you have to build in that ability to change course and be flexible. Change is going to be the constant.
Some things will work, some will not, so have a support system. Make sure you have people that you can encourage one another as you move to find the right solution for your own specific business in your particular market.
Everything has the ability to deliver you to great success, provided you are focused and you are passionate about that thing.
We can never have another experience like this ever again. Yes.
I thought it was a great session. It was nice getting the opinion of the judges.
I think this humanizes the whole experience. Like, these judges were like, these faraway individuals that are just like figures, and now they are people.
They're, powerful people, very humble, really a humbling exercise.
Virtuality gave us a glimpse into the remarkable minds of our extraordinary heroes. Each one of them used the opportunity to make a strong impression on all the judges, including Jack Ma.
I think I'm proud for those top 10 heroes. It's not easy for them. They already are the winners.
They should enjoy the finals, be themselves, and be honest to their heart. The 10 heroes this year, last year's 10 heroes, they are the role models for a lot of young people in Africa.
This is the show where Africa's business heroes dare to dream. But our top 10 will need to think quick and act decisively, because now the stage is set and we're putting them to the test. The stakes are high. So tune in to see how our heroes handle it. And don't forget to keep up to speed on social media. Until next week, stay well, stay safe, and thank you for watching Africa's Business Heroes 2020.